Okay, YouTube, I'll be ready in a minute. I'm gonna have you eavesdrop on a video I'm gonna do, okay? But first, a word from our sponsors. I wanna get all these things going, and then we could go shortly, okay? And you could eavesdrop, and I'm gonna put in the description below, I'll put all the links that I'm gonna talk about in this video I'm producing, okay? And they'll be in the links below, and probably after I finish, not taping the video, but answering your questions at the end. So if you hang around, I'll answer some questions. Now, make sure I don't screw this up, because I have a habit of doing that. Okay. Okay, I think I'm rolling with that is good. Okay. Now I'm gonna turn on the video on this other camera, and you could eavesdrop on you guys on YouTube. Well, here are about 7 or 8 grants that I found today. These are all brand new grants too. Some are going to be happening soon. And one that's the deadline is February 5th, I think. No, February 15th. This one has a deadline of 15th. And what this is giving, it's a city grant, and what it's giving is $20,000 to a business if your business creates a job, okay? Now that's amazing. So, and you could use it for hiring people, for covering rent or utility or inventory or supplies or payroll or marketing, anything you want for your business. So that's 20 grand. Now all the grants I'm gonna talk about today, now this is one out in California. And what I do is I tell you about grants that are starting around the country, because that usually means there are grants like this somewhere else. You know, they're not the only ones doing this. So what your job is to find out what is in your area. We'll cover that on the end, but let me cover these grants that are popping up around the country, and I'll put the links in the description below so you always have them. Okay, now here's another one. Now, this is a program that, what the heck am I, okay, what is that? Oh boy, I thought I was so organized. Oh, I know. People get grants to pay security deposit in your first rent. So if you're worried about being homeless, okay, Family Home Start, okay? So this is a program that does that. Remember, you have to look for programs like this where you live. And so it's, in other words, the program provides qualified families with a security deposit guarantee, first month's rent, housing search resources, short-term case management, okay? So you get all these services. So, where the hell am I gonna live? Things like that. And here's the interesting thing. The income is up to $77,000, okay? $77,000. That's why the government considers you poor at $77,000. Now that's pretty neat, I think. Well, I don't know if it's neat or whatever it is, but interesting, right? And here's another thing, the new National Child Tax Credit. It's halfway through Congress. It went through the House. Now the House is so busy just trying to stay alive in the U.S. House of Representatives, and it should pass the Senate. So it's pretty good that it's going to happen. And what that's going to do is give you retroactively last year another up to $2,000 because you have a child. Okay, that's a $2,000, and that's money you don't even pay tax. It's going to go through the tax system, you know, because that's an easy way to get money to people, is use the IRS to send checks. They're already set up. So instead of setting up a new place, they do that. Now, the other thing besides that $2,000, states have other tax credits at the state, and you could get up at another $2,000. So this is like $4,000 now if you have children. And here's Pennsylvania has one, okay? And here Missouri has one, and that's going through the system now. I think Pennsylvania is already there, so you could do that. Now here's an interesting one if you want to be an entrepreneur in the food business. See, there's cities, food is becoming a very important product in our country. There's this pandemic, and who the hell knows why, but you know it is. And the prices. So now the government is investing in entrepreneurs to start food-related businesses. You could be making, hoagies out of your kitchen, or have a store with selling food, or producing food. And they're now starting what's called incubator programs. Okay, in other words, you go to an incubator program, say, oh God, I have an idea, food. I always want to be in food. I don't know how to do it. I got to make these, jellies or something in a jar and market. You don't know what the hell to do. Okay, local cities have what they call incubators. Okay, food fund, and they have a grant fund for this. It aims to support small food businesses and food entrepreneurs. Okay, and the food incubator program will provide, listen to this, kitchen space, so you get a professional kitchen, technical assistant, and for early stage entrepreneurs. So you get money, you get technical space, and actually even in this is in Chicago, they have storefronts you could get for free too, because we got a lot of empty storefronts, and they'll always fill them with new businesses. So that's pretty cool, and a way for you to start a new career. Okay. Here's an emergency assistance funds now available. The kitchen emergency assistance. Okay, this is for home or businesses from the federal government when your state doesn't. In other words, all the floods and hurricanes and things like that are around. And there's emergency money from the federal government. The White House says, this is an emergency. And that means it pulls the plugs on all, not pulls the plugs, plugs in a lot of money that help is usually through the SBA and things like that. But if you're not eligible for the federal programs, states are giving you money for emergency money, and that's available. And this is what they're doing in California. California has lots of emergency problems, okay? So that's another way to get money, as your state department for emergency. Okay, now here, this is really a transition incentives program. What the hell is that? That doesn't matter to me. Yes, it does matter to you. You know why? Because this gives you land to either grow stuff on, start a business on, or whatever. And it's land for people with low income, or if you're veterans. And that's pretty good. So if you want to be a farmer or rancher or whatever, and you're low income or a veteran, they got grants for you. Now, it's called the Transition Incentives Programs. Now, I'm not clear on how it is. It's sort of, the government wants to save land for growing food, so we don't build condos on everything and can't eat in this country. So they're looking for people, low-income people that are normally not in the food-related business, or not in the farming or ranching business, and to give them money and help to do that. Wow, so that's where the opportunity is. See how the government creates all these opportunities? You don't know about them. Why? Because they're called Transition Incentives Program. Oh God, there's a Transition Incentives Program. Hey, Molly, you hear about the Transition Incentives? What the fuck is that, right? You don't know. Nobody knows. The gold is in the fine print. And reading this thing, that's what it is. It's for you to get money to start your own business. Now, isn't that cool? That's cool. But they don't do that in the headline. And here's the interesting thing. For people who are getting out of jail, they don't have to get out of jail free. They got out of jail because you could start an organization that gets $1 million to help people who are getting out of jail. Help them find jobs, help them get training money, help them, everything. So if you're in the business for something like that, or a nonprofit to work with, see, this is another thing. What you can do is go to findhelp.org. Put in incarcerations or ex-felons or something like that. Some nonprofit organizations that help people getting out of jail. And you tell them about this program and you say, hey, I'll help you with the paperwork and everything, and just give me a job doing it, okay? Because this is what I want to do in my life. So if you get the money, man, you got a big job because you just landed $1 million for that little nonprofit. Or if you want to start your own nonprofit, okay? Then you go to SBA.gov and put in local assistance and find a local mentor that will help you start an organization to get this. See, that is the kind of help that's available to everybody living in this country. Damn it, why don't we use it? Because we don't know what's there. Okay, so and I love telling people where to go. Okay, okay. Here's another thing. Georgia now has a program, $50,000 for your mortgage, $50,000, and they're still advertising. See, there was a big mortgage national program, and it's still alive around the country. But people, oh, COVID's over, no, but not the money, baby, not the money. The money is still there. So find it and work with it, okay? And don't forget, if you get help finding local offices and whatever, and if you're not a member, then you go to findhelp.org, put in the area you're looking for, if it's getting a job, starting a business, or whatever, and find local nonprofit organizations that give money and help for free. Don't go to Google, please, 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 please don't go to Google, okay? And with your googly eyes. And also, don't forget, we have our Valentine's Day grant. We're giving out $20,000. Oh shit, I must be nuts. No, I just want to grow my heart as much as I can for the time I have left here. And I want to help as many people I have. So if we make profit, I'm giving it back to members. I mean, you show me a company that's given half of their sales back to the members, because they're the way, the owners and staff don't deserve all this. It's the members that make it happen. So they get the profit, not yachts for us. It's money for you. And that's what we do. Now, with the $20,000 this month, that means this month we're giving out $95,000. Holy shit, I still can't believe it. Wake up, this is real. This is real life. Thank you so much. Oh, why don't I see? Questions? Okay, who's got questions on YouTube? Okay, thank you for your diligence. Oh, I'm having the time of my life. This is I'm thanking you, and the way I thank you is by giving our profits back to members. And that's my way of sharing. And actually what I find is that helping people grows my heart. And I can't run faster, I can't think faster, I can't do anything faster except love. And that's what I want to do for the rest of my life now is how much more can I love, how much more can I give before I die? What else is better to work on? And without you, I wouldn't be able to do that, right? So let me know if you have a question so I could help you with it. I'm feeling I'm not getting the chat for some reason. Welcome to the chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Oh, maybe I didn't scroll down. Oh yeah, I had to scroll down a little bit more. Rosa, what do you need help with? What do you need money for? Tell me, baby. Tell me. What do you mean? Froggy the Gremlin. Boy, when I was a kid, there was a kids program with a frog on top of a refrigerator who would put words into people's mouths, and they were called Froggy the Gremlin. Twang your magic, twang your froggy. Well, you'll find these programs on georgia.gov. Yeah, I'm gonna put all the links, Leona. And here's the URL though, but I'll put it after I finish this. I can't do it while it's running. It's Georgia Mortgage Assistance, georgiamortgageassistance.ga.gov, georgiamortgageassistance.ga.gov. Now, the other thing you want to go to is, okay, for saving your house. Okay, Michelle, go here, ncsha.org. Go to that website and look for emergency housing assistance, and you'll see the state-by-state map of the local offices that get federal money to help you save your house. If that doesn't work, then you go to findhelp.org. and you put in housing and start calling. You call people and ask them for help. Hey, you help people with houses? Can you help me with this? And the first couple of times, they probably can't help you, but see, what they can do is point you, okay? They can point you to where it is. Let's go. Can you still get those old grants from last year you talked? Yes, and maybe no. And things change all the time, but most grants stay forever. A lot of the COVID grants, usually have a sunset. But most of the money, I mean, I'd say 80–90% of all the money is there every year. Hello, I became a member of your website about 3 weeks ago. I don't know how to navigate the site. Well, first of all, you got to get to the site, okay? And so you need a backdoor. We have 2 platforms, and you could go into Facebook.com/ groups / Let's Go Help, or send email to Let's Go @gmail.com. Okay, so you want to do that. Send an email to letsgohelp@gmail.com. And if you applied, then we should have your email already in the Facebook. But the other program where most things are going on now is what's called Let's Go Help 2. So over there, and don't forget to apply to our Valentine's Day grant. We're giving out $500 just for Valentine's Day. So please be my Valentine, okay? And I'll give you $500. Now, you never heard that in 3rd grade when you were passing Valentines to each other. I'll send you an email. I'll say it's tough with email, but that, that's our customer service is letsgohelp@gmail.com. If that's what you're after is help with the program. I mean, I get millions of emails, and so they really get lost for me. I answer questions, though, on the platforms, and I'm answering questions more on Facebook than the other one, but we have places on both places to ask questions. Rosa, okay, good. And Rosa, remember, when you're looking for help, it may not be easy. It may be easy, but be prepared if it's not easy. And because if it's not easy, that means you got to roll up your sleeves and start getting on the phone and talking to people. Hey, where can I get this? Hey, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Hey, everybody tells me there's no more money. What do you suggest I do? They're the kind of questions you have to get to people. And you do that to people who are in the business of helping people like you. See, we have a whole infrastructure to help with any serious problem, whether it's housing, it's rent, it's starting a business, it's healthcare, whatever. And you talk to those people. Their only job is to help you with the answers. See, sort of like mine, but I'm going to charge you $20. Are there any grants for kids with needs like this? Yes, there's a lot of grants for healthcare, people with disabilities, definitely. If you remember, we have a special report for every state for people with disabilities. If you're not, go to your state, go to findhelp.org, put in disabilities, and see the programs there. Now, there'll be a lot of programs, okay? Maybe there'll be a program for people, to get a free wheelchair or something. And what you do is call them, even though you don't need a wheelchair. Hey, but I'm looking for programs like this. See, what they're doing by giving out wheelchairs, they talk to people who have disabilities and help people who have problems with disabilities. So they know other programs. See, that's how you use the system. That's what it's there for. If you realize that and realize it's not what you learn in Google, that just click here and get a check, bullshit. That may happen, but, and I'll show you people, that's how I did my infomercials. I find people that happen to, but the most people it's not going to. So you're going to have to roll up your sleeve and do some real work. Please, is there any way to STA? What's STA, Vicki? Stay? Sta? Does your group have lots of meetings? Well, yes, I mean, what we're doing, and if you're a member of the group, please volunteer to, well, actually, we give you a stipend if you go and be live so other members can ask you questions about what this is about or how did you get your money and stuff like that. And then I'm there. I'm not now, but like this, I'll be answering questions for members most days. And then we have live training 2-3 nights a week. And that goes for about 2 hours or so. But you can ask 100 questions a day. See, that's what we're trying. Does your group have lots of meetings? Well, it's not like kumbaya, but it is getting closer to that. Because we have so many members now that help people for free and are on live for free to tell you how they did it and where to go to get the money and stuff like that. And that seems to be a great benefit, that we have for all this. And we want to make sure everybody gets the help they need. I mean, I don't have much life left, maybe about 10, 15 years, but if you've been around for 80, that's a small percentage. So I'm trying to use as much of that time as I possibly can to educate people about the value of the services and money that's available in our country. We give out an average of $14,000 in grants to every family in America every year. And we have so many people, and I'm sure a lot of you that are chatting now have no idea that's there, didn't realize it there, and don't know how to get it. And that is my job until I die, because I can't think of anything better to do. I mean, I want to do something important with my life, so I feel that my little time here is of some value to somebody. And that's the most important thing I could try to do. And that's why I think so fondly of all our members, because they're giving me that opportunity. You're giving me that opportunity to give as much as I possibly can in time in life. And that's what we all should try to do, I feel. If you're not giving a lot, then you're wasting life. You're wasting yours and not contributing to others. And I think that's the amazing thing to help. I've been helping people for, are you good 17 or more? Keep going. You got a good 17. What's a good 17? Rosa, what's a good, how does your group, lots of meetings, does your group, what's a good 17? What's a good 17, Rosa? What's a good 17? I don't know what it is. But we're here to help. And all the staff members are here. They work with their heart like I do. And the biggest thing, 17 years. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, okay. Maybe 70, 97. It depends on what I'm like. If I can't move or can't do this and I can't love people, I don't know if I won't be around. But as long as, I feel healthy as hell, I'll go out and walk. I used to run. I don't do that anymore at 80 because I tripped and fell. It's not my bones and muscles are great. It's just my brain doesn't take it. So I walk 7 miles a day, 6 miles usually, and go to the gym, because in the last couple of months now I've been doing weights, and I feel that helps me with my balance and other kinds of things. But more importantly, what I'm here to do is to help you believe that there's help out there. You are handsome. Wow. Yeah, I'm just going for cute at this age. Handsome or macho or all that kind of stuff that men grow up with. I wore question mark suits for a while. Now I'm getting into more colors. And group holding, I lost sound. Anybody else lost sound, or do y'all still hear me? Rosa, that's both of us being cute. Oh, great, Rosa. Send me a picture so I see what cute looks like. Me, I still see just a short, fat kid, which I used to be. So, Edmund Enterprise, Holding Co. Okay, it's back. Oh, thanks, good. Okay, Edmund. What kind of enterprise do you do? It's back. Oh, it was awful. Yeah, YouTube has been funky with me. I was trying to get on and off for a couple times earlier, today when I started this stuff, and it wasn't working very well. But now it seems to be, and I'm so very glad to be with you. You make my life so important. That's what I feel. We're here to do something that we think is important in life, not what other people think is important in life, because most of that is bullshit, or just appealing to your insecurities that you need more money than it and God, and you spend your money on going to the fucking moon or something. Yeah. But I think it's more about giving. How do you help somebody else, people here struggling? You're struggling, I'm struggling, so we might as well. And I feel helping other people with their struggle takes away from you concentrating on your own struggle. Hello, do you have tips for funding a construction business in South Africa? Nope. Unless, I know there's grants, for, what would be building. Somebody in South Africa is getting money from the government to build stuff. So that would be, and I'm not too sure. What I would do is probably, if I was sitting here in Washington, I'd go to the country desk officer. So what I would do is go to the American Embassy down in South Africa and see what organizations in South Africa are getting government money, okay? Now, you'll probably be bounced around to a half a dozen people. Oh, yeah, somebody must have that, Oh, I don't know, try over here. And that's the name of the game. It's like finding a sale or doing anything. Malawi, mega farming and tourism industry is productive. I know somebody is watching who is capable to make that happen. Ooh, you're a king. Well, if you're a king, you can make it happen, can't you? Seeking to add artists, audiences and arts grants, Southern California Music Showcase. Well, I hope you know that the Arts Council in your state capital. So that's where you want to go. You want to go to the California Arts. California Arts Council, yeah. Okay, here's where you got to start looking for that. Because there's local, there's county, there's cities, there's nonprofit organizations. It's arts. Okay. Contact them and say, hey, you're looking for all the arts organizations in California. Because you want to apply to all the programs, not just theirs. See, they're going to have a bunch of programs, but you want to know all the other programs too. And also you want to go to Indeed, maybe? No, not Indeed. What is it? Go to your local library is really, Candid, yeah. Go to candid.org. That's a free database. There's some of it you have to buy, but it's good. The free part is good enough for you to identify organizations that finance arts groups in California. I bought your very first book. Wow. That's like 1983. I was doing books before, but not national ones. Wow. So what is it? 20. So it's 20. That's 40 years ago. It was a very good experience. I'm here to ask you about apartments. I lived here in my apartment 15 years, and our rent is going up. Vicki, okay. If you remember, we have a rent thing or a housing thing, but the main place you want to go to is make an appointment with a housing counselor. HUD housing counselor, okay? Oh, counseling, I'm sorry. It's hud.gov/counseling. Make an appointment. It's always make an appointment. Then you could always go to find help under housing and start talking to organizations. And talk. Get on the phone. The phone is your magic wand, to help everything. So if you're not using the phone, you're not going to get everything that's there. And a lot of people don't, and that's why they go home empty-handed. So you don't want to do that. It's all about putting in the Gov't. The first couple of times I heard that, God, how the hell am I a goat? That's the problem getting old, the new hip words. And then they have so many words over the years about, dressing cool. Now it's, if you're fit. What else? My brain doesn't work that well to keep all that filed. So, Mario Luigi, hi there. The Gov't, I like your sound, thanks. Attorney Mom, Vicky, thank you. And yes, it was in 1983. Wow. Yeah, that's where I found out how to use the media. Man, I found that people will give me free marketing if I act crazy. I sub to you. That's that was it. So that's why you don't need money to do stuff you really want to do. You just have to be clever enough to find another way to do it. Your drip is crazy. That's another one. Boy, now I have to know my drip. That's great. Well, guys, I got to do this, and I have to. Are you rich? I'm a gazillionaire. You know why? Because I get up and spend my entire day helping people. My kids are grown. Everything's fine. I could feed myself, and that's great. And just helping people. The only thing I want to grow is my heart. Do you know me? Don't know. If you're talking to me, I don't know who you are, Mario, or Luigi. Mario, is that Mario Brothers? Or Elton John? Oh, yes. Train. Why you two? Oh, I see. Okay. Goat means grace. Yeah, yes, I finally learned that. Thank you. Love, yeah. Where did you buy them glasses? Voo Glamour, I think it's called. I sat on some and I have to get some more. VOOGLAM. Real cheap in China. I want to buy a house. What's my first step? Well, your first step is that HUD.gov counseling. If you remember, we have a report on that to get you going. It's really calling as many places as you can. But the first place you want to do is find help. First, go to HUD.gov. Do not go to Google, because Google will just find a place to spend money, and you don't want to do that. There's too much free stuff, because the people don't make a commission when you get something free. The Gov't that tell me how to manage more money. Okay, guys, I gotta run. Goodbye, Joe. I gotta go. Mio Mayo. Okay, thank you again, and don't forget our Valentine's grant. So members, apply for the Valentine grant. Its deadline is the 14th. So the clock is ticking, okay? So it takes a licking and keeps on ticking. That's what you have to do, okay? So take care. Thank you, Rosa. I'm glad we were able to help you a little bit. And it's the big part is you. You got to now do the heavy lifting, okay? All I do is point you in the direction. And now you got to take off. And don't stop.